Hello to all my dear class 10 students. We are back with the GOAT series and today's session is going to be very interesting because we will complete civics by today's session. So all my dear students, I guess you have joined the session. Just let me know, am I audible and clear to all of you so that we can proceed with the session. Fine. So I think now I am audible to everyone. I can hear my voice too. And if you guys are facing any issue, then share me out. Let's start the session for today. So guys, you know that we have started a GOAT series, right? And the main objective of that series was to give you a what you can say first revision, because I know that you were at the end of December at that time and you were stressed about, ma'am, how to revise. So we plan to bring mind map series along with so many practice questions, right? So this was the main target and agenda of the series, that's GOAT series. If you remember, in our past session we have completed history, then we have completed geography into 2 parts, and all the chapters of history and geography are completed once. So 50% of your syllabus is revised once through these series. I hope that you enjoyed the session. But now we are here talking about the next part, a level up to our preparation, and that is about civics, right? So very good morning to all my students. I know that you guys are not going to school these days, so let us not waste your time in the morning also, because you have a habit of studying in school at this time particularly. So I think this time is so effective for your studies. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if everything is audible and we can start the session. As I can see, most of you guys have joined the session. Let's talk about it. Thank you. Give me a thanks. Okay. Hi Dave, hi, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing good. By the way, how was your pre-boards and how your preparation is going on? And if you're finding any issue in SST, let's talk about it today. Hi Veer, hi Beta, how are you? Hope you're doing good too. So, today's session, civics, starting with the easiest chapter, that is power sharing. But before starting, let's talk about one question that can be a refreshment question for today. Okay? Hi cat lover, namaste. Hope you are doing good. आज किसकी entry करानी है ये बताओ. Chalo, very good. Everyone is here, and your preparations are going good. That's very good. Glad. So, hi Karan Gupta. How are you? Starting with the first question of the day, which of the following statements are true regarding the different forms of power sharing? We know the first chapter of civics is power sharing, one of the easiest chapter, I think, right? Itni baar pad liya, we have read it so many times up till now that it's in our mind. So let's talk about this question. Which of the following statements are true regarding the different forms of power sharing? First is sharing power among the legislature, executive and judiciary is called horizontal distribution. 2. The community government in Belgium is an example of power sharing among different social groups. Is it correct? Third, sharing power among different levels of government like center and state is called a unitary system. And fourth, a coalition government is an example of power sharing among different political parties. Choose the correct option. Finally, I can see Karan Gupta here. Yes, cat lover, tomorrow is my pre-board. Oh my god. So how is your preparation going on? D final. So do you think D is final? Are you sure about it? Anyone who can give me the answer to this question in front of your screen, choose the correct option. You need to choose here the correct option. So my dear students, let's discuss about this question. See, we are here talking about a concept that is power sharing, and here they are talking about different forms of power sharing, right? This topic particularly carries how many marks? 5 marks, and multiple choice question can also come from this topic. So sharing power among legislature, executive and judiciary. Yes, at the single level of government, there are 3 types of what we can say, 3 organs of government, and yes, they are horizontal division. So first one is correct. The community government in Belgium is an example of power sharing among different social groups. Yes, between Dutch, French and Germans. So these are what? 3 social groups. groups. Now sharing power among different levels of government like central and state is a unitary system. No. So third one is not correct. See here, you guys are making mistakes. See here, pay attention. Why? Because whenever there is sharing of power, this system is known as federal form of government. Why did you guys forget this? This is known as federal form of government. So this one is not correct. So as third option is not correct, let's eliminate wherever third is present, and hence the correct answer to this question is B. Right? To all those who were answering D, what happened? What happened to you? Did you guys forget to read this word unitary system? Right? This is how we make mistakes. Yes, Karan, B is the correct answer. Hi ma'am, I'm new student. Hi Shanaz. Shinaz. Am I pronouncing it as correct? Hi, okay. We're good. So B is the correct option to this question. To all the guys who got confused. So this is why I have put this first question, that let's talk about power sharing in detail with the help of mind maps here. So students, pay attention, be here, stay concentrated, take your pen, copy along with you, because today by this video, at the end of this live session, I am pretty sure that you will be sure about your civics preparation. So are you ready, guys? Tell me in the live chat option, are you ready to ace your civics preparation by today? So what we are going to study in the chapter power sharing today. So we will talk about the definition of power sharing, then we'll talk about the case of Belgium, case of Sri Lanka. What we have else is why power sharing is desirable. By power sharing, kyun power sharing? What is the reason that power sharing is desirable, and what are the different forms of power sharing in modern democracies? Sometimes happen na, mummy bolte hai ki aaj nails nahi kaatna hai Thursday ko. So we ask the question, kyun nahi kaatna hai? So when this chapter is saying power sharing, तो पूछेंगे ना why power sharing, right? And when we need to apply it in the modern, what we can say, practical life too, and hence the last topic is power sharing in modern democracies. Okay, ma'am. JJ ma'am take class. Beta JJ ma'am, I don't know when is her class scheduled. I'll see today. I'll see and check and tell you. Most probably Monday or Tuesday. Prudential and moral reasons. Yes, exactly. So come on, let's talk about the chapter power sharing, starting with its definition. Starting with what? Starting with definition. So talking about this chapter, the word itself implies that what is being shared, power is being shared. अरे भाई कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं, किस सब्जेक्ट में? सिविक्स में. So in civics the power will be shared in which essence? Government. So yes, here we are talking about the sharing of power between the government and the people, or what we can say, and the citizens of the country, and this is known as what, beta? Power sharing. This is what known as power sharing. And in this power sharing we will deal with two cases. One is about Belgium and the other one is about Sri Lanka. It happens in a family, in your home also. Now you have two siblings. One of the sibling is so serious about studies, very good in studies, and the other one is little notorious, and every time you will get comparison between both of you guys by your parents. So similarly in the world also there are certain countries who have followed this concept of power sharing. However, there are certain countries who have not followed it. They are like not giving equal powers to their citizens, and hence they face circumstances, they face repercussions too. Right? Hope this one is clear to you. So here in this chapter, who is a good student? Belgium is a good student, my dear students. Who is the good student here? Belgium is the good student. So what is Belgium? It is a European country. Population is 1 crore. See, population is 1 crore, even half than that of population of Haryana. right? Borders with France, Germany, Luxembourg and Netherlands. If we talk about Belgium, the main issue is its ethnic composition. Pay attention. Hope everything is clear to all the students here. Can do nothing because we have good teachers. Yes, cat lover. We have good teachers and we will rock everything. So, talking about Belgium, pay attention again. Coming back to the topic, talking about Belgium, Belgium ethnic composition was unique, right? Now, what do you mean by a word ethnic? Do you know, guys? Tell me in the comment section right now, what do you mean by word ethnic? Because sometimes the definition come for 1 marker or 2 marker. Okay, so the ethnic composition of Belgium was such that the 59% population. Pay attention. I'll draw a rough map. Okay, don't take it seriously, it is a rough map, that 59% of the total population lives in this Flemish region. How much population? 59% of the total population, and they speaks the language Dutch. Okay, and now 59% clearly indicates us that Dutch people are in majority in the nation. Okay, now there is 40% people who lives in this Wallonia region. Okay, the 40% people lives in Wallonia region and speaks the language, kaun si bhasha? French language. They speak the language French. There are 1% population remaining, 1%, just 1%. They are the people who speak German language. Got the point? Okay, so who is in the majority in the country? So basically Dutch is in the majority in the country. Who is in the minority in the country? French are in the minority in the country. But the problem, everything has a problem. That is why we are reading this chapter, right? So the problem is about Brussels. So where is Brussels? Somewhere here is Brussels. And what is Brussels? Brussels is the capital of Belgium. Okay, so it is the capital of Belgium, and in Brussels the problem is something that the French people who are in minority in country are in majority. How much percent? 80%. And the Dutch people who are in majority in the country, they are how many? 20%. Do remember the factual percentage, else you will face a problem. Okay, so 80-20, and then here we have 59 and 40. My dear students, when such a situation was there, Dutch people might want power in the country because they were in majority. भाई हम ज़्यादा हैं, हमें power चाहिए, right? But that is what happens. मिर्ज़ापुर में देखा है ना हमने. So we need what? Power. Now, if there will be power snatched by Dutch, the French will feel, oh, do you want to take power from us? Because French people were relatively rich and powerful. Okay, as they were in the minority in nation, but they were rich and powerful, all the benefits of the nations were enjoyed by French people, and this was resented by Dutch people. Okay, Dutch people were not happy. We are in majority. हम ज़्यादा है, तुम सब ले जाते हो. Getting the point? So this was a problem of retention by whom? By Dutch people, and hence civil tensions in the nation arose. When civil tension in the nation arose, but the nation was smarter. Okay, this nation was smarter, and they did what? Accommodation in Belgium. My dear student, how many marks will this section secure you? It can secure you 5 marks, because the question comes as, what was the accommodation in Belgium done by the government? Get it? Revise after me, recall after me, say after me when you are studying with me. Take a pen and paper and try to write the keywords right now so that you don't make any mistake in your exam. Okay? So, in Belgium, the constitution was amended 4 times. How many times? 4 times. This 4 itself is very, very important. So, constitution was amended 4 times between 1970 to 1993. What did central government did? That central government number of Dutch and French ministers will be equal. Pay attention. Second point, right? Second point is number of Dutch and French members will be equal. Now 50-50 by tum bhi aade, hum bhi aade, sab kuch badhiya. Now coming to the point, powers of the central government were shared to the state government. But there is a person who is the head of the family. Now he is doing what? He is just subsiding others in the members and asking them to do whatever they want. Will everyone will be happy in the family? No. If your father starts like treating you like that, follow whatever I say, everything you need to follow, you have no wish, no will, then will you enjoy living in that family? Not at all. So the central government shared certain powers with the state government. That state government no longer becomes subordinate to the central government. Okay, Brussels have a separate government, beta. Brussels have a separate government with equal representation, and most important point, a unique type of government was made here. Third type of government, community government. Now what is this crazy thing here, right? So community government, which itself indicates us that it is made for separate communities. Like the Dutch people have their own government, the French people have their own government, and the Germans have their own government. भाई अब इतनी government होगी तो देश कैसे चलेगा? इतनी सारी सरकार. So basically what this community government is doing, this community government will make laws only, pay attention, only on the subjects of language. Okay, only on the subjects of language, religion and their culture. Okay, 5 points. Batao, is it done? Everyone like this video and go teachers. Thank you Kat for this good gesture by you. Now tell me right now, everyone who is present here, is this section clear in everyone's mind? So that I can proceed with the next topic, that's about Sri Lanka. Clear? Good morning, ma'am. Hi, Vidhi. Hope you are doing good. Very good morning, beta. Very good morning. Chalo. Done. Very good. Very good. Moving to the next one, that's about Sri Lanka. Okay, and this one is about beta Sri Lanka. We know that Sri Lanka is an Asian country, right, just south of the Tamil Nadu coast, and if we talk about its population, it's 2 crore, right? And the problem is about its ethnic composition. Pay attention over here when I'm teaching this. So, its ethnic composition is such that 74% people, pay attention, 74% people here speaks the language Sinhala. Speaks the language what, beta? Sinhala, and they follow the religion, that's Buddhism. They follow the religion that is Buddhism. So, clearly, who is in the majority in the country? Sinhalas are in the majority in the country. Then we have 18% Tamils. Then we have what? 18% Tamils. Definitely, these people are the one who follow religion, either Hinduism or they follow Islam. Okay, getting the point? The rest 7%, okay, the rest 7% are the people who follow the religion Christianity. They are Christians basically, and they can speak the language Sinhalas plus Tamil. But more interesting fact is that among this 18% are, okay, among this 18% are Sri Lankan Tamils. Okay, Sri Lankan Tamils, and these Sri Lankan Tamils are 15%. How many percent? 15%. And then we have Indian Tamils. Then we have Indian Tamils. I have a question for you that, sorry, this is 13% and this is 5%, my bad. This is 13%, okay. I have a question for you all, my dear students here, that how Indians went in Sri Lanka, I'm Sri Lanka, talking about Sri Lanka. So how Indian went here, how there is a population of Indian Tamils right now, tell me, okay. Ma'am, ethnic composition, Vidhi, ethnic composition is very, very important, beta. Ethnic composition both from Belgium and Sri Lanka can come as a question for 3 mark. Okay, so it is very, very important. You need not to mug up it again and again, because this is something this is something which will be in your mind if you just revise it twice, thrice in a week. You will get everything. Okay, for tree plantation by Britishers, correct, 18.5 from India, 12% native are Tamils. So basically by Britishers, okay, for finding work, for sea culture, fishing activities also, the Indians like migrated to Sri Lanka and then get settled over there. Indian Tamilians particularly. Hi Priyanshu, hi, hope you are doing good. So this is about the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka, but the Sri Lankan people were strange. They adopted for majoritarian measure. What is the keyword here? Majoritarian measures. Now what is majoritarian? भाई मेजॉरिटेरियन वर्ड मीन्स दैट हम मेजॉरिटी में हैं, हम ही राज करेंगे. सो द बेसिकली व्हाट इट मीन्स दैट वी आर इन द मेजॉरिटी एंड एनी हाउ वी विल बी इन पावर. गेट दिस पॉइंट और नॉट. So in 1956, pay attention, in 1956 Sinhalas ने कहा अरे आग लगा देंगे, we will only rule, will not allow anyone to survive over here. Do you know? I'm talking it in a very cool manner, but the country, because of this measures, faced a lot of thing, right? Particularly, I'm here talking about Tamilians. Okay, so Sinhala was made the only official language, disregarding any other language there, particularly Tamil. Preferred policies were made that favored Sinhala in terms of admissions for government colleges as well as government jobs too. So who will be given the preference? Sinhala will be given the preference. And one more thing, what they said that we will make laws that will protect and foster only Buddhism. And we know that whenever there is matter of religion, the people get infuriated very much. However, it was not only about religion, it was about language, it was about culture, tradition, their identity, their equality, etc. And hence the result of majoritarian measure was very, very negative. It led to civil war in the nation. By equality दोगे तो सब कुछ सही चलेगा, नहीं दोगे तो civil war in the nation is for sure. And we know that till 2009, okay, till 2009 the country faced what, beta? What they faced? They faced the geographical, social, economic, political circumstances of this civil war. So hope this topic is clear to each and every student out here in the class, is it? Please answer my question. Okay, now I'll see your whatever you were typing here. So, during colonization, hello ma'am, hello Anshu, hope you are doing good. Married Sri Lankan women, hello. Tanvi Gupta, ma'am, hi ma'am, aap school nahi gaye beta, I don't teach in school. Foster means to protect it, to increase it, to grow it. Okay, to grow it. Civil happened in Sri Lanka. Why there is no Christians in civil war? When the civil, because the population is very less, na. Pay attention, see here. Christians were the people who speak the language Tamil and Sinhala both. They knew the language Tamil and Sinhala both. So they didn't face such a big problem as Tamilians were facing. Get it? Get my point? This is the answer to your question. Hello Khushi, hello, how are you? Chalo. So I hope now everything is clear to all my students out here. So if we talk about why power sharing is desirable, there are certain moral reasons and there are certain prudential reasons that are listed in your NCERT. That's very, very important for all the students, right? You need to revise prudential reasons and moral reasons. I'll give you a brief introduction for them. So dear students, what happened now? Pay attention, talking about prudential reason and moral reason. For an example, you need to buy an iPhone, right? Now, you went to your mother and your father collectively and asked for iPhone, and father was like, he was calculative, right? He was calculating the things like, भाई फोन लोगे तो आप पढ़ाई से ध्यान भटका दोगे. If you will buy a phone, it's costly, it's not needed, and etc. The logical reasons. But when we'll talk to your mother, sometimes she's so emotional and she'll say, oh, you will watch your phone at night and you will get dark circles, your mental health will be a problem and all that thing. See, morally उसके बच्चे के पास फोन नहीं है. Getting my point? So prudential reasons, when we are calculative, you calculate the positives and negatives of that, and moral reasons that are morally correct over here. Okay, so these are the prudential and moral reasons why power sharing should be adopted. Why power sharing should be adopted? Because whenever there will be power of majority, it will create tyranny to the minority. Okay, so hence power sharing is desirable because it brings what we can say equality. But when we talk about by moral reasons, it is the very essence of democracy. You need to have power sharing. Okay, so revise it. Now coming to the next topic, which is very important, power sharing in modern democracies. Students, for sure, this is a 5-marker question. This is how many marker question? 5-marker question. Why power sharing is desirable in modern democracies? भाई सबसे पहला है power sharing with organs of government in the form of organs of government. Bhai, we have a government that is central government in Delhi. Okay, central government in Delhi, and we know that what are the works of government? To make the laws. What is the work of government? कानून बनाओ, ठीक है, कानून को लागू करो, implement it, and if something is going against the laws, then check it. These are basically the work of the government, right? But what if we give all the work to same person? Check कैसे करेगा? वो खुद ने काम किया, खुद ही को कैसे check करेगा? So to do that, we have divided it into certain organs, and that organs are legislative. Okay, what is the work of legislative? Fast, tell me. What is the work of legislature, executive, and judiciary? Then if we talk about levels of government, we know that at the central level we have central or union government, then at the state government we have state government, then at local level we have local government. Okay, this is known as what? Vertical form of power sharing. This is known as what? Horizontal form of power sharing. If we talk about social groups, we have seen, Beza, we have seen where? We have seen in the case of Belgium when power was shared between Dutch, okay, French and German, or we can give the example of community government also. We can also take the example of reservation that exists in India. This is also something known as power sharing among social groups. Then we have power sharing in political parties, pressure groups, etc. Okay, any doubt up till now? Legislative make rules, executive implement it, and judiciary punish it. Very good. Ma'am, आप daily class लेते हो? बेटा daily class नहीं होती है, but within a week I have 2 classes for sure. Ma'am, why horizontal power sharing is called check and balances? Very good question. Very good question. It seems that you guys are studying. Beta, it is known as checks and balances because, pay attention here. Now, we have 3 organs. We have legislature, okay, then we have executive, then we have judiciary, then we have what? Judiciary. Now, this makes the law, okay, this implements the law, and this basically enforces, or what we can say, checks that the laws are being implemented correctly or not. Why they are known as checks and balances? Pay attention. Who is legislature? Members of Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha. Who is executive? Ministers are executive. Bhai, if ministers are not working correctly, na, this Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha has an option to dismiss that members. Okay, has an option to pass no confidence motion against them to remove them from the post. And if it's accepted with the greater majority, then it can be done. Getting my point? Supreme Court has the power to check both legislature and executive. What they are doing? Checking and balancing their power. Okay? Checking and balancing their power. How much time to complete this chapter? This chapter is completed. We will move with questions to another. Marathon for sure will be there. Okay? Marathons will be there. Radhe Radhe everyone, hi. Okay, questions पे आते हैं. Moving to the questions, all the students out here need to participate. Okay, question is, give one moral reason. Now the question is asking about which reason? Moral reason. Give one moral reason as why power sharing is good. Select the correct options from below. Do not choose the prudential reason. This is the hint. Options are A. It helps to reduce the possibility of conflict between the social groups. B. It does not lead to confusion in managing the state. C, people have the right to be consulted on how they are to be governed. Or D, that's power sharing is good way to ensure the stability of political powers. So what do you think, guys, can be the correct answer to this question? I'm waiting for your responses. Everyone out here need to give the answer. Like this video right now, share with your friends so that everyone can have the benefit of this lecture today. Ma'am, in horizontal power sharing there is unlimited so power, it can be checked. Yeah, that's okay. No, it's not unlimited powers. Powers are listed in the constitution. Okay. What is this, Sarthak? What are you talking about? C, okay. According to class C, it's C. Anyone else? One moral reason. I am here talking about which type of reason? Moral reason. Okay. Give me the correct answer to this question right now. Okay, others are also giving me the same answer, that is C, and yes, you guys are very correct. People have the rights to be consulted on how they are to be governed, and this is what we can say moral reason to follow what beta? To follow power sharing. Very good. Hi Saksham, hi, I'm seeing that you are answering. That's very good. All those who have given me the correct answer, applause for all of you, and those who have not given the correct answer, don't worry, we have so much questions to do today. Okay, arrange the following statements in logical sequence and select the right answers by using the code given below. So logical sequence, logics, if you have, use it. First one, Act was passed to recognize Sinhala as the only official language, thus disregarding Tamil. Is it correct? Logical sequence. Sri Lanka emerged as an independent nation. Adoption of series of majoritarian measures to establish Sinhala supremacy. Or several political organizations were formed demanding an independent Tamil Eelam in northern and eastern part of Sri Lanka. I am enjoying this question because I want your answers to be correct. This question is very interesting, my dear students out here. Okay, so give me the correct answer. Use your logics to answer this question. Okay. Sarthak, don't talk unnecessary, or whoever is talking unnecessary, I won't enjoy this. Please give the correct answer to the question. Study yaar, civics khatam karo. What is this today? Chalo, confused, class E is confused. D, Yoga Con Olivia. 4 2 1 3. Okay, लॉजिकल सीक्वेंस 4 2 1 3. भाई देखो, पहले तो कोई देश बना होगा for sure. So it was in 1948. Okay, when Sri Lanka was like formed. So here we are talking about second option. Which of these have second? A and B. So D to gaya. Okay, so D is not the correct option. Now you have two options, that's A and B. Then we will talk about it. Sri Lanka became independent country. Okay, then we know that in 1956 an act was passed to make, okay, wait. Now, pay attention. What they have done in 1956, they have made Sinhala as official language. But before that, they have adopted what? Majoritarian policies, because this is one of the majoritarian policy. So then we have this third one, first one, and for sure fourth will be last. So B is the correct option to this question. All the students out here, yes, Olivia, B is the correct option to this question. Very good, very good. अरे भाई क्या कर रहे हो? चलो, done with this question. B is the correct option. Everyone is clear with this question or not? Third question for the day. Third question for the day. Population of Sri Lankan Tamil is concentrated in the region of Sri Lanka. Which region of Sri Lanka? Easy question, easy peasy. Answer it fast. North and south, north and east, east and west, and south and east. Answer. Correct answer to this question. Give me the correct answer to this question right now. Right now. So you can see here, question in front of you. Okay. B, and I'm getting the answers as B, as C. Very good. Wait, I'll block this person. Yeah, don't worry about spamming. I'll remove that beta. Chalo. So yes, it is northeast. Very good. It is northeast. If you will see the map of Sri Lanka. Okay, I can't draw that very accurately. अरे भाई बहुत गंदा बना है. ठीक है. So it is in the northeastern region. This wala part, this region. Very good. Next question. Consider the following case and choose the correct option. Okay. Consider the following case and choose the correct option. The Parliament of India wants to pass a new law. So pay attention. Now the question has changed because we are moving to the second chapter today. Okay, second chapter, that is federalism. So this is a refreshment question for federalism. Then we will study federalism in detail via the help of mind map as we did for power sharing too. So focus on the question here. Focus on the question. The Parliament of India wants to pass a new law regarding the marriage and divorce, a subject on which the state legislature of Kerala also wishes to legislate. Okay, according to the Indian Constitution, which government is empowered to make laws on this subject? Okay, so pay attention. The question is a jalebi question, making you feel confused, but it is straight from your NCERT. Just figure out marriage and divorce comes within which list given in the book. Okay, कौन गाली दे रहा है भाई? Wait, let me see. Do you know? Study, beta, study. What civics subha? Yes, Rohit, civics subha. So that we can complete civics today, and we have moved to the second chapter. Hi to everyone out here. So, what is the answer to the question? क्या करे भाई बातें बात पे करता. Answer to this question. Straight away, give me the answer to this question right now. Okay, so what happens now in the chapter federalism, what we are just now going to deliver in the form of mind map. We know that there are three lists. Okay, one, there is union list, the other one is state list, and the third one here out is concurrent list. Which one, beta? Concurrent list. We have concurrent list. So if we talk about concurrent list, they are the subjects of which are which are very, very important for the nation, which we can say that are of the national importance. By currency, सारे states छाप देंगे currency अपनी अपनी तो हो गया कबाड़ा. So we are talking about currency. Defense, सबकी अपनी army हो जाएगी state की तो there will be a problem. Hence, there is Indian army. Okay, so there are certain subjects which are of national importance and only one level of government. That means central government should make. That's union subjects. Then we have state subjects like police. Okay, then we have concurrent subjects. So here the question was talking about marriage and divorce, in which laws can be made by both the Parliament of India, that means central government, and state legislatures, because it comes under which list? So it comes under concurrent list. So the correct answer to this question was C. And I don't know how many of you guys have given the correct answer, but those who have given, very good, very good. Okay, chalo, concurrent list. Yes, Rohit. Yes, Rohit. I thought aaj shaam ko civics, political parties. Okay, yeah, there was something change in the schedule because of unavailability of someone, but everything sorted out. We came early. We do not wanted to cancel the lecture although. Okay, chalo. Now moving towards federalism, And what we are going to study in this chapter, is beta definition. Okay, what we are going to study is its definition. Then we will talk about features of federalism, a 5-marker question. Then we have 2 routes to federalism. How a country can become federalism, 2 routes. What makes India a federal country? Then we have how is federalism practiced, decentralization in India, and these are the 5 topics when you will mug up na, no one is going to lose any mark right now in the class. Okay, to all those who are spamming, please don't do. I won't be able to read the comments of the students who genuinely need help from me and who is genuinely studying here. Okay, class is long beta, class chalegi 1 hour. Okay, chalo. Okay, so talking about the next one, talking about the first topic, federal form of government. So pay attention. Here we are talking about the chapter that is federalism. Okay, the federalism word means that sharing of power. Pay attention. Sharing of power among what? Among levels of government. Among levels of government, sharing of power among levels of government. And this is, give simple definition of federalism, this is beta, it is a sharing of power among different levels of government. For example, in India we have central government or union government, the central level. Then we have at the state central government. Okay, and then we have at the local level panchayats and municipalities. This is the very easiest definition, simple definition of federalism. So talking about federal form of government, I have already written the definition. So definition here means that it is a form of government in which power is shared. Okay, pay attention. Form of government in which power is shared between central government and its constituent unit like state government and local government in India. Okay, what are the features of why federalism? Very, very important features of federalism. First feature, there will be 2 or more than 2 levels of government. We know that there will be 2 levels of government out there. Then each levels of government have their own jurisdiction. Now what is jurisdiction, bhai? So jurisdiction means karya kshetra. In Hindi what we call karya kshetra. Basically karya, that means what will be your work and in which area you are going to work. For example, central government will work for complete whole country. However, state government will work for the state. है ना, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट जाके सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट पे लॉस थोड़ी ना बनाएगी. सो कार्य क्षेत्र, सॉरी, jurisdiction, there will be separate jurisdiction for each level of government. Where are these jurisdiction mentioned? Beta, these jurisdiction are mentioned in the constitution, that this is the work of central government, this is the work of state government, and these are the fundamental provisions. No government can unilaterally change it. Unilaterally means अपनी मर्जी से एक ही level पर change नहीं कर सकती है. Okay, so court has the power to interpret whenever there will be fight between central and state government. That usually happens in our country. Who is going to interpret it? Court is going to interpret it. And भाई काम करना है गवर्नमेंट को तो पैसा चाहिए. And that sources of revenue is written also in the constitution, defined for each levels of governments. Okay, get it or not? Okay, so what are the features of federalism are listed here. Then we have dual objective. By this particular line from NCERT student miss, I don't know why, right? And this suddenly comes as a surprise question for 2 marks in your exams. What are dual objectives of federalism? So the question will be, what are the dual objectives of federalism? First one, to safeguard and promote unity of a nation. To safeguard and promote what? Unity of a nation, and to accommodate regional diversity. I'm just coming here. And to accommodate, I forget I have a tea to drink. So we have to safeguard and promote unity of a nation, right? And then to accommodate regional diversity. Get it? These are what the two objectives of federalism. Then we have two roots to form federalism: coming together and holding together. Okay, coming together means when the units, small states, all by their wish came together to form a federation, that is known as coming together. And when the other people need to hold the states, like in India, when we became independent 1947, we have three options. भाई भारत के साथ जुड़ जाओ, पाकिस्तान के साथ जुड़ जाओ, or remain independent. Then our great leader Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had put his efforts and holded these states. That is known as holding together. And if we take the example of USA, United States of America, united, okay, so they came together, okay. Acha, do you know other examples of coming together and holding together, guys? Tell me right now in the comment section. Tell me right now in the comment section. Rohit, I don't need. So beta, don't comment such a way that others are giving you advice. Don't comment here such a way. I am not a biology teacher. Neither I am something concerned with this thing here. Okay. So pay attention whenever we are studying. Don't disturb likewise. Coming together when the large number of states come together. Okay, Olivia, you're very correct. Very good. Very good. Coming ka, Switzerland is an example. Very good. USA, Switzerland and Australia, two in that USA. Very good, beta. Okay. USA. हाँ भाई, USA. अच्छा, holding together के examples. Holding together. Don't worry. Get your treated. I am going to report you. Hi Maulik. Hi. I took your name. Now stop spamming. Holding ka. Brazil is an example. Very good. Brazil, Belgium, Spain. Very good. Very good. Crompton animator. What are you doing, भाई? पढ़ने दे उसको भी, खुद भी पढ़ ले. Chalo, very good. Now moving to the next topic here. Okay, now we are moving to next topic here. So how India became a federal country? By there are two topics, right? Two topics which are very which make us confused. So the question will come, beta, what makes India a federal country? So basically, what makes India a federal country? So we have divided what? Certain powers, basically legislative powers. Okay, legislative powers within the government of India is divided in such a way, like we have union list. Okay, we have what? Union list. In this list, the subjects are of national importance. National importance. For an example, currency. We have defense. Right? They are of the national importance that needed to be governed by the central government. They are listed in the union list. Then we have certain matters which are concerned with state or regional importance, by jungle, forest, right? Then we have what? Then we have police, right? These all comes under state or regional government. Then there are topics in which there are certain matters in which both the government can take initiative, like education, marriage, divorce, right? We just read a question about it recently, and they are listed in concurrent list. Here in union list, central government makes the law. State list, state government makes the law. Concurrent list, both the government makes the law. If we talk about residuary subjects, तो भाई इंटरनेट होगा, ये बात तब नहीं पता होगी. So they have not listed it anywhere. So finally it was listed where? It was in the concurrent list, all the subjects that will be added later, like IT, information, right to privacy, and many more. right? So this will comes under residuary subjects, and who will make the law? Central or union government will make the law, because we have a federal structure in which union is strong, in which beta what is strong? Union government is stronger. Get the point or not? I did it, I blocked them, but I don't know why messages are coming. I did it, beta. NCERT makes India a federal country. Good, Rohit. NCERT makes India a federal country. I did it, beta. Now you are spamming me. Okay, done. Done. ठीक है? Toppers joke. Next class will be on Monday. So, how is India a federal country? Here is the things for it. Now moving to the next question. And how is federalism practiced? By I am sure you guys get confused in this, right? How is federalism practiced and how is India a federal country? So, whenever the question is how India is a federal country, talk about these lists. And when we talk about how is federalism practiced, then we have three topics. We have linguistic states, we have language policy, we have center-state relations, right? Center-state relation. Okay, so if we talk about linguistic states, so what happened by India became independent? Now the main task of the leaders was to make the states, because by states to banana padenge, ek unit to honi chahiye na to govern the nation. There should be a unit to govern the nation. So when the question comes on the mind that state banane, but on what basis? Someone suggested language basis. Someone said no, we can't make on language basis, otherwise the nation will be fighting with each other. The Gujarati people will consider themselves as Gujarati, okay, Marathi speaking will be consider themselves as Marathi, and we will lose our unity. But the destiny was something else. Now we know that strike was done in the region of Andhra Pradesh by a well-renowned person, a leader. Comment down right now the name of leader if you guys know, right? The strike was done and finally Andhra Pradesh was the first state made on linguistic lines, and it was accepted that, okay, we will make the states on the basis of language. Okay, like Rajasthan was made on the basis of language, Rajasthani. Pehle though Bombay was one state, but then we divided it into Gujarati speaking region, Marathi speaking region. We have Kerala. Then we have for Tamil speaking, we have Tamil Nadu. Right? For Kannada speaking, we have Karnataka. So on the language basis, states were divided. Then we have language policy. So now the question comes, which will be the national language for India? Acha, a question to all my students out here. Do we have a national language? Do we have a national language? Answer me right now. Rohit is like, ho kya raha hai ye sab? Hey Anaya, bhai, please write the name. I don't know what is going on. I am here in the teaching, and those who guys are studying, that's well and good, study here. So, okay, animator has given me the answer. No. Fine. No, we don't have. Very good. We don't have a national language. Rather, we have a what, beta? Official language. By national language is a language that is spoken by majority of people in the country. Then you might be thinking, ma'am, Hindi ko rakh lete. Hindi is a language that is spoken by majority of the nation. By Hindi is spoken by not more than 49%. Even this is a large number. Okay, not more than 49 people. Then what to do? So we made official language. Okay, so we made what? Official language, and right now Hindi and English are the official language of the nation. Along with this, nation has 22 scheduled languages. We have 22 scheduled languages like Sindhi, Marathi, then Konkani, and many more in the list. Okay. One advice to all the students out here, I remember in 2024 one MCQ came from that list of names. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, that is given in a box. Beta, this is important, we need to read it. Okay, read that box, analyze which languages are there in the 22 scheduled language list and which one is not. Okay, for example, I'll give you a hint. English is not in that scheduled language. It doesn't belongs to the region of India. Okay, so pay attention to that and read it. Now coming to the last topic of this chapter, that is decentralization in India. What it is, beta? Decentralization in India. Now what is decentralization? Bhai kya hota hai decentralization? So centralization matlab to keep the powers in the center. Okay, decentralization matlab to release that powers, chhod do. Okay, so centralization ka opposite, decentralization. So when the powers are shared by central and state government to the local government, when powers are shared by central and state government and shared to local government, this concept is known as what? Decentralization. Coming towards what makes India a decentralized country. Okay, I didn't understand, Viraj. Okay, I'll make you understand, beta. When you will read this now, you will understand. See here, we have central government, then we have state government. But the central and state government was present when the constitution was made in 1951. Then we have seen that by local level par, like we have a government in Madhya Pradesh at Bhopal. But there are certain villages, there are certain blocks where work needs to be done. Sitting there in Bhopal, will they be able to cover all areas? No. Then we should have one more government in the local areas, that is local government. And that local government involves panchayats plus municipalities. Okay, so by panchayat plus municipalities was added in the constitution by 73rd and 74th Constitution Amendment Act. 73rd and 74th Constitution Amendment Act. Anyone who knows the year? Anyone here in the live chat option who knows the year? I'll tell you, up till then, what was done? It was made constitutionally mandatory to hold elections. भाई अभी तक local government थी पर elections नहीं होते थे. So now it is made constitutionally mandatory to hold elections in every 5 years. How many? Every 5 years. Okay, seats will be reserved for ST, SC and OBC. 1/3 seats will be reserved for women. Pay attention, 1/3 seats will be reserved for women. There will be a state election commission to hold the elections of panchayats and municipalities. To hold the elections of panchayats and municipalities. काम करेगी, पैसा चाहिए. Sources of revenue is also written in the constitution. Okay, so a quick question, how many seats are reserved for women's, right? How many seats are reserved for women's? Pay attention. अब मैं आप लोगों को पकाने वाला हूँ. Cat lover, study here. Yes, Rohit. Yes, classy cat lover. Whoever has given me 1992 as the answer, very good. Very good. You guys are correct here. Concurrent and residuary subjects. Repeat, please. Vidhi, there are list of subjects in concurrent subjects like their marriage, divorce, forest, education. And if we talk about concurrent subjects, सारे नए subjects like internet, IT, all these things. Okay. Okay, 1/3, very good, very good. 1992, 1/3. Acha, there is a difference between election commission and state election commission. We have election commission, then we have state election commission. You will answer me, the election commission conducts election for which bodies? Okay, then state election commission conduct election for which bodies? Okay, tell me right now. Election Commission conducts election for which of the bodies in India? Like government bodies है ना, ऐसा फालतू कुछ नहीं बोलना. Then also tell me about the State Election Commission also. So guys, do you all had your breakfast or lunch or brunch? क्योंकि the class is going to be long and you need to be active throughout the class. So, okay, meanwhile you are telling the answers, I'll tell you, beta, election commission conducts elections for Lok Sabha, then we have Rajya Sabha, elections of president, elections of vice president. Whenever we talk about this state election commission for panchayat, okay, for panchayat, अच्छा panchayat series देखी है सबने, panchayat and municipality. Have you guys watched the panchayat series? No ma'am, not now. Ma'am, which party do you support? Beta, I can't openly tell that. This is not something to be told in a live class. This is not. I am from Indore, but right now I am in Bangalore. Which party do you support? Olivia, come to me, meet me after the class. I'll tell you. Basically, it's not about party. It's something about the leader. Okay, it's sometimes about the leader. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you that. So, oh no, not had watched Panchayat. Dekho bhai, by watching Panchayat na, we can easily understand the structure of Panchayat in India. It will be so easy to understand that. Okay. Vidhi, ma'am, aapne breakfast kiya? No yaar, I skipped it today, but I'll be having a good lunch after this. Quota factory dekhi thi 2 minute. Quota factory before 2 months of exam. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Now watch the series after your class 10th exams. Okay. Hello Meena. Meenakshi, sorry. Hi Mukul. I have seen Panchayat series. Yes, Sarthak. So that basically tells us a good structure of panchayats, block governments and everything. So in the end of the chapter, you guys also have that. Okay, so as you guys have that, what we can do is we can talk about it. We can talk about it. So we know that there is local government. Okay, we know that there is third level of government in India, that is local government. In that local government, we have 2 branches. Pay attention, we have 2 branches. One is panchayats, okay. Then the other one is municipalities. Municipality. Okay. Panchayats are for the regions that are rural areas. However, municipalities are for the regions that are urban areas. Okay, that are what? Urban areas. Very good. If we talk about panchayats, okay, if we talk about panchayats, beta, and if you guys have seen that panchayat series, we have 3 levels of panchayat. We have what? 3 levels of panchayat. Then we have, okay, just a second. Okay, so here I am talking about their levels. At village level we have a panchayat, then we have a panchayat at block level, and then we have a panchayat at district level. Pay attention, but all these are for rural areas. All these are for rural areas. The level of panchayat at village is referred as gram panchayat. Then we have at panchayat block level, that is known as panchayat samiti. Pay attention, it is also sometimes known as mandal panchayat also. And then what we have is Jilla Panchayat. District in Hindi we call what? Jilla. So it is Jilla Panchayat at a district level. Hope this one is very much clear to everyone out here. Here we will talk about municipalities too. We'll talk about what, beta? Municipalities. So at the topmost level, the urban one. The urban is known as Nagar Nigam. Okay, what it is known as? Nagar Nigam. Then we have Nagar Palika. All these are in Hindi. I'll tell you English name also. Then we have Nagar Palika. Okay, then we have Nagar Panchayat. Okay, then we have Nagar Panchayat. So all these are the levels of local governments out here. Levels of local government with your chapter also like it is included in your chapter at the last. Moving to the question, match column A and B. Clear, ma'am. Very good, Meenakshi. Very good. Explain block level. Beta, block level is basically a group of villages make blocks, and group of block makes a district. Get it? So this is a block level. Match column A with column B and choose the correct option. Here are certain subjects listed. Option B, we have column B, we have list. Match it right now. Give me the correct answer. I am waiting for your answers. Important questions. Yes. Asana, we will have important questions. We are discussing it right now. Right? ओके, आई गॉट आंसर एज ए। मैम एक बार वो चैट रिपीट कर दो। कौन सी चैट रिपीट कर दो बेटा? विच चैट? चलो, आई एम गेटिंग योर आंसर्स गाइस। सो ई प्रोग्रामिंग, भाई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोग्रामिंग, फॉर वेरी ऑब्वियस, this is something that will be in the residuary list. Which list? Residuary. So we have fourth option at first. इसमें fourth option first नहीं है, काट दो। Police, भाई police, see, pay attention how we need to just see our nearby areas. Police, Madhya Pradesh police, Karnataka police, the state name is given there and hence it is state list. So we have 3. Then we talk about education. By education is a concurrent matter. 1. Defense, absolutely a union matter. 4312 कहाँ है? 4312A. Very good. All those students who have given me answer A, very good. वो flow chart repeat कर दो बेटा, वो तो चला गया होगा. It is not saved over here. It is not. You go back to the video, take a screenshot of that flow chart. Okay. लिस्ट समझ में नहीं आई? ओके, लिस्ट समझ में नहीं आई? ओके विधि, आई एक्सप्लेन द लिस्ट वेरी नाइसली टू यू राइट नाउ. सो we know that we have levels of government. Pay attention. We know that we have levels of government. Like we have union government. We have what? Union government. Then we have state government. So when the constitution was made, we had these 2 levels of government. Right? And what is the work of government? To make the laws. To make the laws. भाई अब किस पर कानून बनाने हैं? Who will tell it? Constitution will tell it. So Constitution has made list that there are certain subjects. Subjects मतलब मुद्दे. There are certain subjects, right, on which union government can make the law. And that is known as union list, right? For an example, the matters such as currency, matters such as defense, who will make the law? So union government will make the law. There are matters in which state government will make the law. So this is known as what? State list. Okay, this is known as what? State list. For an example, police. Then we have jungle, forest. All these laws will be made by state government. But then we have list known as concurrent list. Okay, concurrent list. By ऐसे कई मुद्दे हैं. There are certain matters in which both the government need to be involved. So in this, central and state government both can make the laws, and that are education. We know that भाई अगर states के हाथ में education दे देंगे तो they will try to implement their regional languages, particularly the essence of equality, unity will fade away. And if we will give all the powers to the central government, then the regional importance will fade away. Hence this education is added. Hence this education is given in the concurrent list. Then we have beta residuary subjects, the subjects that was not existed during that time, was not in existence during that time. They are considered to be as residuary subject, like IT, communication, etc. Okay, अरे भाई मौलिक जैन, I took your name many times and you are just spamming me right now. Okay, which one belongs to whom? I have a lot of trouble with selection. Beta, you need to analyze it, understand it. Ratna nahi hai, don't rattowing it, classy. Don't just mug it up, understand it. Okay, chalo. Very good. Now hope this one is clear to everyone. We have a question here, ma'am. Please stop. I want to take SST. Achha, I just took that. Sorry. Go back in the video and take a screenshot, beta. Sorry for that, Vidhi. Okay. Is it clear now, Vidhi, to you? Is that clear to you? Fine, fine. Hi Nana, hi. Chalo, question here in front of you in the form of assertion and reason. Assertion. Federation that are formed by holding together. Okay, federation, they are formed by holding together. Do not give equal power to its constituent unit, is it? Reason is because some states are granted with certain powers. So you have the options in front of you, both A and R true, and R is the correct explanation. Think about it. The question is confusing. Yes, today the questions are a bit confusing, my dear students, because now it's month of what? It's month of January. You need to level up. By the way, I guess I forget to wish you all Happy New Year, and you even did it. Okay, you guys also didn't did it. Bye. Happy New Year, my dear students. How was your New Year? How was the party? Did you guys enjoyed it or not? Okay, I'm getting your answers. That's my pre-board question. Okay, Vidi, that's your pre-board question. That's great. Thakur B. Rohit, you are saying it as B. Vidi is saying that's my pre-board question. B. And hi everyone. Hello. How was your New Year? By the way, Happy New Year to all the students out here. And someone answered as A, and that's very, very correct. Okay, we'll talk about this question, how A is correct here. Same to you. Thank you, beta. Federation that are formed by holding together do not give equal status to its constituent units. Now, this is a very, very, very contrasting line that by federation word itself means sharing of power. But beta, pay attention, there are two types, coming and holding. Now, when you are holding someone, तो उसको आप लालच देते हो. Right? When you're holding someone, उसको आप क्या देते हो? लालच. लेकिन remember, when Jammu Kashmir was not a union territory and state, it had a special status. So was the special power given to it? Yes. There are list of certain special states in Indian Constitution too. Hence, this one is very, very much correct because it have do not give. Okay, why? Because some states are granted special status. Yes, Tripura, Mizoram, what are they? They are given certain special status, and hence A is the correct option to this question. Yes, Meenakshi, A is correct. Everyone who has given me A as the correct answer, ठीक है, बिल्कुल करेक्ट. ओके मधुर, I'll tell you the trick to remember this one. I'll tell you the trick to remember this one. But before that, go and like right now my live session right now. Okay. So when we have assertion reason question, na, see how to solve them. First, read assertion. Okay. Once you read assertion, figure out this is correct or not. Okay, and if you find that okay bhai, this is correct option, done. Now separately forget about this assertion and read reason. When you read it, figure out it is correct or not. Okay, and if both are corrected, add because in between. Because in between, read it again and again, read it again and again, and find out which one is the correct option. Get it or not? So this is the easiest way to figure out how assertion and reason is done. I am no OP to anyone out there. Get it. Chalo. Next question in front of your screen. Which of the following is not a key feature of federalism? So, which one of the following is not the key feature of federalism? Options are given in front of you. Read it aloud. Give me the correct answer to this. Vote for. वहीं जाओ ना बेटा फिर. This is not a correct way, yaar. This is not the correct way. I'm giving my efforts too, right? It's up to you with whom you want to study and whom do you like. It's up to you. So there are two or more levels of government. The jurisdiction of the respective levels or tiers of government are specified in the Constitution. Okay. So what do you think? SST is hard, but you teach in an easy way. Thank you. Thank you very much. C, thanks ma'am for giving the trick. Thank you, Harshit. SST is hard, but you very good. Thank you. Thank you. D is the correct option according to all of you guys. Okay. Yes, beta. There are two or more levels of correct. This one was correct. Jurisdiction of respective tiers is specified in the Constitution. ये भी सही था, तो ये है. D is the correct option because here we are talking about federalism. Central government can pass on orders to the provincial or local government by no. Central government अपना काम करती है, state government अपना काम करती है. Okay? It's different in certain types of government when central is powerful, but here they're easily talking to us about federalism, not the feature of federalism. Okay, read the given statements. Moving to the next chapter. This is from the next chapter, that's gender, religion and caste. However, tell the correct option, a refreshment question, then we will move to the next chapter, that is gender, religion and caste. Hope everything from power sharing and federalism is clear in your mind and you got the idea what are the important topics and what are the important keywords with the help of these mind maps. Okay, hope, I'm just hoping, and still you guys have any doubt, just tell me, I'll clear that out. So the question is, read the given statements. First, India has no official religion. क्या ये बात सही है? Second, all the communities have freedom to profess and practice any religion in India. Is it correct? So which of the following constitutional term is correct about this statement? I'm not able to join. What? You are not able to join, Sarthak? Okay, very good भाई, बहुत बढ़िया, सबने भी आंसर दिया है, बहुत ही बढ़िया. Yes, secular. So India is a secular country, and do you know Article 17 of Indian Constitution is the most secular article. I'll not tell you in detail right now because it is out of your syllabus, but yes, secularism, which tells us that every citizen in India is free to, okay, is free to practice, by practice karo, profess सिखाओ, and propagate, फैलाओ, क्या? Religion. And India do not follow any official religion. India do not follow, beta, what? Any official religion. So B is the correct option. Very good. Very good. We have one more question from the same chapter, that is gender, religion and caste, and this is assertion and reason format. What is assertion? Pay attention. Equal Remuneration Act of 1976 provides that equal wages should be paid to for equal work irrespective of gender and caste. Is it correct? And we have reason, because women are physically weak, so they are righteously paid less than man. Assertion and reasons are in front of you. Question is here. Swati, read it again. I want the correct answer to the question. You are not correct. Read it again. Yes, Vedantu is best app, like because it's free. Yes. Gulshan Singh again saying A. Beta socho. Think about it. Think about it. Madhur Sharma C. Okay. Okay, thank you Maulik, thank you for that, thank you for the comment. I just really appreciate that you guys are appreciating our efforts. Madhur Ma'am, C is the correct option. Ha bhai, C is the correct option. By Equal Remuneration Act is what? Equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Remember it likewise. Bolo. Equal pay for equal work for both men and women. This is Equal Remuneration Act. This one is correct, but bhai, this is wrong. C is the correct option. Very good, very good. Chalo. So we are now moving to the chapter that is gender, religion and caste. Okay. Thank you Harshit. We are moving to the chapter that is gender, religion and caste. So see, this is the third chapter of civics. We recently completed 2 chapters, practiced certain important MCQs, and I told you something important questions that comes in your exams. So whenever I am telling you students, why not B? Okay Vidhi, because the statement second was totally wrong. That is why B is not it. Okay. Now whenever I am telling that this question is important, okay, and it comes likewise, take your pen and note it down right here, so that whenever you study that chapter, you can use that question in your exam, in your learning too. Okay. Similarly, I will be doing in this chapter, that's gender, religion and caste. See, the chapter in itself, the name implies us that in this chapter we are going to read 3 topics. First one about gender, that means difference created between men and women. Then we will talk about religion, and then we will talk about caste, right? And then we will talk about caste. Talking about first topic, that is gender and politics. Everything, all these 3 topics will be concerned with politics. We are going to talk about them with the level of what? Politics. Okay. Can you provide one shot of history please? Beta, one shot lectures are already uploaded on the platform. पहले डाल दिए थे हमने in the starting of the year. Go and watch them, and still if you guys face any problem, we will sort that out. कितने marks तक का आ सकता है इस chapter से? Okay मधुर, I'll tell you. Gulshan, Vedantu is not good platform. Why Gulshan? What problem did you ever faced from Vedantu? So, okay. कितने marks का बेटा? I find 3 or 5 marks for sure from this chapter, right? So talking about this, beta, women were not treated equally since a long time in history, right? Considering the fact they are weak, they'll not perform the way men perform in the outside world, and many much such things, because initially there were only physical work in the market which considered to be unfit by women. So when development came, when democracy came, when education was there, women fought about that. Okay, because there existed public and private divisions, public division in the work life also and in the private life also. So basically the women fought for their rights, and that is known as feminist movement. And that is known as what? Feminist movement. Whenever there are demands, pay attention, because so many students out there have a wrong definition of feminism in their mind. So whenever there is demand of equality, whenever there is demand of equality between men and women, that is known as feminist movement, and so much feminist movement were raised in the market. Okay, I'm not using a good word, although market, it means surroundings. Okay, so women, we will talk about this in detail. Now we have one topic, that is religion, communalism and politics. Then we will talk about caste and politics. So starting our chapter with gender and politics, the question from this topic comes as, okay, what are the ways, pay attention, what are the ways in which women were, okay, discriminated, disadvantaged throughout ages. So what are the ways in which women were being discriminated? Get it, bacha? Get it? Okay. Ma'am, you deserve a lot of love. Thank you. Thank you so much to all those who are praising my efforts here. I am really happy by seeing you guys getting help from my lectures. I'll join class. Okay, people who support women, both men and female, are all feminists, is it? Yes, Vidhi, you are correct over here. In the field of education, jobs and wages, classy, you are also correct here. So, bachcho, let's talk about it. So, what is feminism? A woman or a man? It can be a woman or a man. Both can demand for it. Not always feminism, only women talk about it. It can be a woman or a man who believes in equal rights and opportunities for men and women. But the question is, by what ways women are being discriminated? First point. Okay, write your points. This is what you are going to write in exam. Okay, first point, in the field of education, by the literacy rate among women is merely 54%. Okay, however, the literacy rate among the men is 76%. How many percent? 76%. So 54 and 76, a clear-cut difference between that, and that too in 2020, right? 2025 it is, 2020s it is. So we can understand that this is the difference between the same. Then we have the same difference in payments or wages too. Okay, in payments too, when we talk about men and women, women are paid less than men. Women are paid less than men. Pay attention. Like Bollywood starts talking about their payment, right? So heroines always say that we are paid less than heroes. What is that? What is that? The difference in the public and private life only, na? Okay, get it? So it is in that also. Then we have in child sex ratio, in child sex ratio, or we can say it sex ratio, that number of females, right? Number of females on thousand of males are very less in India. There are certain regions, like if I talk about average, it's 934, but there are certain regions in India where this goes below 850. This goes below 850, and that's a serious concern, right? So it is there. Then we can have what? Education ho gaya, wages ho gaya. Then we have child sex ratio. Then we have fourth point, that is women's representation in politics. Then we have what, beta? Women's representation in politics. It is merely 14% women present in Parliament of India. Okay, Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha. And if we talk about states, is only 5% average in the states of India. So the political representation itself tells us that how women are lagged behind. One more point you will add here is domestic violence. Domestic violence, harassing the women, killing the women for dowry and many more such things. Get it? 5 marks. Education, wages, sex ratio, political representation, domestic violence. Done. Khatam. 5 marks saved right now. Okay. Now we are moving to what work has been done. Do you want, or I should clear this right now? Reason is basically illiteracy is one of the major reason. Then we talk about certain traditional norms, right? Certain part of our thinking which was actually not the part of religion but accepted throughout. And paternal society that we have, right? The form of society we had since ancient history, that's paternal based society, patriarchal society particularly. That are the reasons for these differences in the gender roles. Okay, now what steps are taken by the women? Steps are taken to improve their status. Okay, what steps are taken to improve their status? We will talk about that. In India, the proportion of women. Okay, this is the point I included. I'll talk about this. 1/3 of the seats in local government bodies in panchayats and municipalities are now reserved for women. See, I have changed a question, and the question is now, what are the steps? What are the steps taken to improve the status of women? Okay, steps taken to improve the status of women. So first you will write that 1/3 seats are reserved for women in panchayats and municipalities. Second point likhna that Equal Remuneration Act. Okay, Equal Remuneration Act was passed that talks about equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Then we have reserved seats. Now this is very, very important because this one you will find in new NCERT. This one you will find in new NCERT. Those who have old NCERT, please stay focused here. Reserved seats in Parliament and state legislature. So a bill regarding that was pending in the Parliament for around a decade, but it has been passed in 2021, I guess. So it has been passed, accepted. The next elections what we are going to have, in that these reserved seats will be used. Okay, so NCERT has updated that. Pay attention, you write it. Okay, so these are the topics regarding what, beta? Gender and politics. Now we are moving towards religion and politics. Okay, this is very important. We are talking about religion and politics. By every religion had certain basics and ethics. Okay, but eventually what happened in the society, that people started assuming that by mera religion best hai. Okay, started assuming that my religion is superior and the others is inferior. somewhere that particular what we can say promotion of one's own religion considering others as bad is known as communalism. Okay, is known as what? Communalism. So this is how communalism comes, and it have a special status in politics too. Right? We have certain views regarding that communalism, like Gandhiji said that, pay attention. Gandhiji said that politics can never be separated from religion, right? We can never separate religion from politics. However, आप सोच रहे होंगे how Gandhiji, a great person, great leader of India, can give this statement, because he said that by ethics लीजिए ना आप, okay? Every religion have their ethics, basics, take all that in politics. But what we are taking, we know that. What we are taking, we know that. So Gandhiji said that religion can never be separated from politics, right? All the family laws of different religion all discriminate women, we guys know that. So we will focus more on communalism now. Beta, communalism, right? Communalism, when comes in politics, it is known as communal politics. Okay, it is known as what? Communal politics. Definition can come as a question. Okay, pay attention everyone, जाग रहे हो कि सो गए हो? Right? So communal politics is based on the idea, pay attention, communalism is based on the idea that religion is the principal basis of social communities. It is the principal basis. Whenever there is politics, its principal basis is religion. भाई धर्म के आधार पे वोट लेना, ओके, वोट स्पीचेस रिलीजन के बेसिस पर देना, दैट इज नोन एज कम्युनल politics. Okay, political mobilization, that means movement on religious line, is another frequent form of communalism. We have seen that. जाग रहे हैं, very good Swati, जाग रहे हैं, very good. Class over Vidhi? No, we have one more chapter भाई, outcomes of democracy, पूरा civics खत्म करेंगे, then we will go. So this is what communalism means. One more question comes that how communalism take forms in politics. So this will be your homework question. How communalism, okay, takes form in politics. आज ही करना है, do it today anyhow. Then we have one more thing, that India is a secular state. We just read it about it. There is no official religion like Indian state. Other state have, Pakistan have, Sri Lanka has, United Kingdoms have. So we don't have that. Rather, we don't discriminate on the basis of religion. Indian people are given right to practice, profess and propagate their religion, and this is what makes India a secular country. A 3-marker question, what makes India a secular country? Will you able to write it now? Maths class beta, aaj maths class nahi hai. Today we have SST, and at 4 o'clock you have physics. Okay, you have physics. Yes, by organizing religious campaigns. Okay. Maths chapter, beta, maths chapter, Sonu sir will tell you about maths chapter. He is not here today. He'll take class another someday. Okay, we have physics and SST today. SST is going. Physics you will be having at 4. Okay, chalo, very good. Done with this? Religion and politics. Then we have caste. Okay, now the topic is about, caste. So bhai, caste क्या होता है? Caste is something unique in Indian society. Because if we talk about gender problems in politics, every country will face, right? If we talk about religion problem in politics, by Belgium ने भी face किया, Sri Lanka ने भी किया, सबने किया, right? Every country will face it. But when we talk about caste, it is something unique matter related to India, right? Caste system is on the basis of work. By you are working as a goldsmith, you are sonar. ठीक है, you're working, you're repairing footwears, you are mochi. So this is how, according on the basis of work, caste was like performed or accepted throughout India. But what happened now, we started discriminating. भाई छोटा सा काम है तो छोटी कास्ट के हैं, अच्छा काम है ब्राह्मण्स हैं सो अच्छी कास्ट के हैं. सो कास्ट inequalities started in India, existed in India and lasted in India. The problem is lasted still now after this much literacy. However, we know kitni literacy hai, but still. So, caste system was based upon exclusion and discrimination against the outcast group. However, these days, this caste division or caste inequalities has reduced, which existed in the previous times in that what essence. So it is reduced, right? Why bhai kyun ruk gayi? Because of large scale urbanization. See, when you live in a small village, you follow your traditions, you follow your culture so much. Bhai aaj ye festival hai, this is to be done, this is not to be done. Now you moved to a city, right? You have work to do, you have jobs, etc. You won't be able to follow all that religion, custom, etc. Now you are changing, right? You got someone in an urban place, you got married, intercaste marriages are there. Why? Because of large scale urbanization. So growth of literacy, now you're educated and smart and you understand that by kisi zamane mein the person has worked in such a way doesn't matters to us right now. So literacy and education, occupational mobility, moving of the occupation. Now every mochi who belongs to that caste is not repairing the footwears, right? And caste hierarchies are breaking down. Do you agree with this? क्लासी कहाँ से हो? अरे I thought class कहाँ से हो रही है? Now who is Ujjwala ma'am over here? Okay, so thank you beta, thank you. Thank you. The caste system was based on exclusion and discrimination. Very good, classy. Okay, inhuman practice of untouchability. Very good. Ma'am, questions? Swati, wait, we have questions. After revising the complete chapter, we have questions too. Okay, then we will move to outcomes of democracy, the last chapter of today. And finally, we will be completing whole civics. Next target will be economics, the last one, because we have already completed history, we have completed geography, and I took life for geography, dividing it into two parts. So all those guys who has not watched it, go watch it by today. All those guys who were asking me about the one shots, it's already been uploaded on the channel. Even I had rapid revisions, 5-minute 5 markers and many more things. Yes, Vidhi, we will be like doing it fast now. Okay, so coming towards two topics that are very important, caste in politics and politics in caste. These are the most confusing topics for students. I don't know why. I know why, however I know. So भाई देखो, caste in politics, ठीक है? Caste in politics. Pay attention. I'm repeating it afterwards because this itself will explain you. Caste का involvement कहाँ? Politics में. Where caste? In politics. So भाई in politics, whenever you are going to choose a candidate कि भाई इस area से किस candidate को elections में खड़ा करें, you will figure out that which caste is maximum in that region. Right? So yes, caste affect politics during elections. You choose that representative who has maximum votes, caste votes from that area. You will ask him that bhai sentimental caste, sentimental speech dena jaake. Right? He will do so. So whenever you're making caste a vote bank, then it is known as caste in politics. Okay. Then we will talk about politics in caste. By caste mein politics, caste mein kahan par? Politics in caste. It's not only politics that get caste ridden, it is caste that get politicized. Sometimes we have seen that within caste certain new groups originate by forward group, backward group. तो ये क्या हुआ? Politics हुई, caste divide हुई. Getting the point? Sometimes what happened? Okay, now am I visible, audible to you guys? Yeah, there was a tech issue. There is a technical issue. Tell me, am I audible and visible now? Just let me know. Okay, yes, great. Sorry for the inconvenience. I understand that you students were waiting and everyone was planning to hurry up and go out, right? Everyone is excited to leave the class. What it is it not enjoying or what? Is it not energetic or what? Tell me. So, no bye. Everyone will be here. No bye, because we have small time now remaining. Pay attention. We completed the chapter Gender, Religion and Caste. Moving to the questions for today. Most of the victims of communal riots in the country are, okay, victims. Pay attention to the word, that's victims. Option, that's people from religious minorities. Okay, we have women and children, then we have illiterate people, or all of these, right? Most of the victims for communal riots in the country are. So everyone give me the answer to the option here. Now I hope that I'm audible, clear, and the class is going good now. You guys are not facing any issues. Swati is saying bye. Sorry, I thought lie. All of these. So all my students are answering it as all of these. Chalo. So yes, bhai, most of the victims are, beta, see, pay attention, yaar. All of these is the simplest answer you can give, but it is not correct, bhai. We are here talking about communal riots by ladai on the basis of religion. So on the basis of religion, who is the most of the victims? People from religious minorities. Marco, very good. To all those who have given A as the correct answer, all those क्या एक ही ने दिया है? Very good. Others C or D में confused थे? No, it's A. People from religious communities. Get it or not? चलो. Okay, so we have it. Now moving to the next one. The following picture talks about the reality of Indian political system intended for. Options are in front of you here on the screen. So the following pictures talks about the reality of Indian political system. Okay, sorry, I forget to put the picture here. Why, Kavita? What did I teach wrong here? Yes, sorry, Vidhi, the picture is missing. We'll miss this question right now. Moving to the next one, I forget to put the picture. That's my bad. You have seen in a PYQ that it's D. Okay, I'll recheck it. By the way, I'm sure about it. I'll recheck, by the way. So, assertion and reason. Sometime a caste group becomes vote bank for a party. Sometimes word is very, very important. Sometimes a caste group become vote bank for a party. Is this assertion correct? Then we have reason. Selecting the candidate from the same caste helps in ensuring better governance. Options are in front of you, A, B, C, D. As always, the assertion options are there. Right? Read it and answer it. Okay, I'm getting your answers. Swati A, Kavita A, Abhi Gupta A, everyone. मुझे भी विद्यापीठ जाना है. Okay, everyone here is giving me the answer A. Both assertion and reason are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. A is correct one here. Next one we have political parties also. I forget it somewhere. How? We have to revise political parties, then we have outcomes of democracy. So 2 chapters remaining. We have completed what? How many chapters we have completed? By today we completed 3 chapters. We are moving to the political parties. I'll talk about all the important things from the chapter. So basically we will start this chapter with the definition. Vidhi, I can't थोड़ी सी आधा घंटा 25 minutes. चल take it 25 minutes फिर बंद करते हैं. ठीक है? So if we talk about political parties, bhai, what is the definition of political parties? So political party is a group of people. Political party is a group of people coming together to contest elections, hold power in government and form the government. Okay, so what is a political party, bhai? Political party is a group of people coming together to form the government and contest the elections. But there are three components in a political party. Pay attention to the mind map here, else you will forget the things. So there are three components in a political party. It's leader, active members and followers. Okay, leaders, active members and followers. What question can come from this topic? By what is a political party and what are the, what we can say, components of political party? Leaders, active members and followers. Get it? Chalo, next question. What are the functions of political parties? What are the functions of political parties? By 5 functions, write in detail a question for 5 markers, sure. Pehla काम, what is the first work of political party? क्यों बनाई political party? To contest elections, to fight elections. So write the first point, contest elections. Read it from the book, write it in detail. You will get 1 mark for sure. Right? Right? Yeah, you take the screenshot, short Vidhi. I'm here. I'm not changing the slide right now. So functions of political parties by contest elections हो गया. अब once you contest elections, now you will after winning the elections you will become what? Government. After becoming government, what is your work? Your work is to make laws. Your work is to make laws. As a political party, you will have policies and programs. आते ना जब political party vote लेने आते तो they have certain policies. भाई vote दे दो, then we will make this thing for you possible. We have this strategy. हम road बनाएंगे, हम गरीबी हटाएंगे, and many more such things. अच्छे दिन लाएंगे. So there are certain policies and programs. They shape public opinion, form and run the government, and if somehow they lost the elections, they will play the role of opposition. These are what? These are basically functions of political parties. Side for a minute, ठीक है बेटा. No, Buntik, no issues. You're here. Welcome again. Answer should be C of the previous one. No. Hello, Urmila. Hello. Yes, I just got side for a minute. I hope all of you guys have taken the screenshot, right? Which one? No. Sometimes a caste book becomes vote bank for a party. Yes. Selecting the candidate from the same card helps in. Okay. Okay. Who was she? Urmil Maurya. Thank you, Urmil. She or he, whatever. Thank you, Urmil. Thank you a lot. Beta, see, sometimes a caste becomes vote bank, correct. But is it good for better governance? I don't know what I read at that time. Is it good for better governance? No, it is not good for better governance. Assertion is true, but the reason is false. C is the correct answer. I am very, I'll do that option C is correct. Yes, Vidhi. Correct. I am very, very sorry for the inconvenience I just did after that glitch. Somewhere my mind also got glitched, I think. Right? After that technical glitched. Really sorry, and appreciate Urmil and Vidhi for the correction, particularly Urmil here. Right? Yes, C is the correct option to this question and I was wrong here. Next question about political parties. Right? Next question is about political parties functions. Then we know that by political parties is recognized by a commission known as election commission. According to the performance of the parties, we classify parties as national political party, right, or state political parties. National political parties, or this is repeated, state political parties. So okay, we will read about it, but before moving to it, the countries have different type of political parties. Some countries have one party system in which only one party can make the government. Then we have Two-party system in which two parties have a chance to form the government. Then we have multi-party system when two or more than two parties have the fair chance of making the government. Okay, now if we talk about one-party system, China is the best example. Talk about two-party system, USA and UK is the best example. Multi-party system, India is the best example. Right? Now coming to Election Commission, which considered parties as national political parties and state political parties. Which party beta? National political parties and state political parties. There are certain criteria that are listed in your book. Right? For example, I think this mind map is not that worthy. Okay, we'll talk about it. Now we have different type of political parties. We have national political party, then we have a state or regional political party. Okay, okay. How the question comes from this topic, right? What are the criterias to classify a party as national political party or a party as state political party? Okay, Vidhi, I'll be fast. So now what is the criteria, okay, to consider a political party as national political party? This is the question here, right? And it comes in your exams, in your class 10th exams so much. So basically it is such that first criteria is that a party should win how much vote? Pay attention, this is very, very important. A party should win 6% of total votes, right? 6% of total votes in elections to Lok Sabha, right? Lok Sabha, or 6% of total votes in any four state legislative assemblies, plus 4 seats, okay, 4 seats in Lok Sabha elections. So this is the criteria to what? Recognize a party as a national political party. Okay, to recognize, yeah, this is important, this is very, very important. 4 seats. Yes, Abhi Gupta, very good. Very good afternoon, Bharat Singh, very good afternoon. Right, now we will talk about what? We will talk about beta, we will talk about state or regional parties. So we have the 6% of vote in state legislative assembly of that particular states plus 2 seats, okay, 2 seats, okay, clear? Chalo. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone out here or not? Jaldi batao. Done. Now the next topic is how many, okay, how many national political parties are there? How many national political parties are there in India? The question will not come in 3 marker or 5 marker, but can come in MCQ and come in a 2 marker question also. Now what we need to pay attention is NCERT में पहले 7 political parties थी, which is now reduced to 6. Why it is reduced to 6 and what changes are being done? We will pay attention about that here right now. So, if I talk about the list of political parties, the first one is Indian National Congress. That is the most important and the oldest political party that existed in India. Then we have BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, third number we have Bahujan Samaj Party. Okay, third one, that is Bahujan Samaj Party, हाथी जिसका symbol है. Then we have AAP. Everyone knows Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party. Now, the thing that we need to remember is the number 5 and number 6. That we need to remember is number 5 and number 6. One is CPI, that is Communist Party of India. Acha, pay attention. Why it was 7 previously? CPI के 2 parties हैं. right? CPI or CPI-M. So CPI is no longer a national party now, rather CPI-M for Marxist is a political party, national political party now. And the last one is National People's Party. National People's Party. These are the list of national political party in our book. In our book, INC, BJP, NPP, BSP, CPI-M और आप. Very good. सबको याद है? Seriously saying, what is this animator? Hello ma'am, good afternoon. Hello बेटा. चलो तो मैं क्या करूं पूछ रही है. Good afternoon Ritika, good afternoon. So this is done, okay? Political parties names are done. We will go back to the mind map and there are two important topics. What are the challenges in front of political parties and what are the reforms to that political parties, okay? What are the challenges in political parties and what are the reforms to that? So I'll tell you, very very important. This topic is very important. The next topic is challenges. So first thing what we have is no internal democracy. भाई हम democracy की देश में बात करते हैं. First we should bring democracy in a political party. Then the second is money and muscle power. Money and muscle power. Okay. Then we have what beta? No internal elections. अच्छा ये comes under this only. No internal elections in a political party. Money and muscle power. Dynastic succession, very very important. By political parties में dynastic succession, other leaders are not getting the chances, fair chances, family members are only getting the chances. And at last but not the least, we have no meaningful choice to others. No meaningful choice to others. Ritika class बहुत देर से चल रही है. So to others. However, there are certain reforms done to solve this. In this, first you will mention about anti-defection laws, right? Defection particularly means when a person in a political party wins election from that particular political party, but after winning the election, they change their political party. Right? Yeah, I'm just explaining this in detail. They changed their political party at last. This word is known as defection. To safeguard that process, anti-defection law is passed. Okay? To safeguard that process, anti-defection law is passed. Then Supreme Court has ordered. Pay attention. Then Supreme Court has ordered that. देखो, there are two things to be remembered here. Supreme Court ने बोला है कि every member of a political party who is going to contest election will give affidavit to his party. Affidavit is a legal document which should contains their details. Okay, which should contains their details regarding the property and criminal records. Pay attention to this. Then we have third thing that the election commission said that every member in a political party should file their ITR, income tax returns that will create a visibility and clarity about the member. Okay, if I talk about challenges beta in detail, I'll tell you. So internal democracy नहीं है, elections ही नहीं होते, meetings ही नहीं होती है. They do not have a register that when members are coming, which members are coming, which members are not coming. Right? We have money and muscle power. जिसके पास पैसा है उसके पास ticket है. Right? Money है तो muscle power, gunda, gang, all these peoples, right? So then we have no internal election, dynastic succession, as I already told you. No meaningful choice to other is very very important thing that you guys need to understand. But what happens now? The political parties having clash within themselves, fighting within themselves. They now get into groups. CPI, CPI-M get divided. Do you find any difference in their ideology? No difference in their ideology. So right now citizens do not have meaningful choice in front of them. They do not have what? Meaningful choice in front of them, and this is one of the what we can say a challenge in front of the work of political party. Clear? अरे भाई नॉर्थ कोरिया का तो केस ही अलग है, नॉर्थ कोरिया इज डिफरेंट. अच्छा चलो, वी हैव क्वेश्चंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. Consider the following statement on parties. Political parties do not enjoy much trust among the people. Second, parties are often rocked by scandals involving top party leaders. Third, parties are not necessary to run governments. Which of the following given option do you consider as correct? Right, waiting for your responses. I just got the answer also very quick and fast. Very good, very good. स्कैंडल्स का मतलब कैसे बताते हैं. स्कैंडल्स मतलब गलत काम, all that thing. We find political leaders in certain bad works, corruption, black marketing. B आ रहा है अब आंसर. ओके गरिमा. Okay bhai, ma'am no idea, Vidhi get idea. So by political parties do not enjoy much trust among the people. अब आपको लग रहा होगा कि the statement is correct because, but yes, this is somewhere correct. We do not have much trust on the political parties, like do not enjoy much trust among the people. Parties are often rocked with scandals. My topmost leaders सब बच जाते हैं स्कैंडल से. Parties are not necessary, they are to run government. देखो सीधी सीधी बात थी. How to solve such type of questions? Parties are necessary not to run government. Parties are necessary to run the government because how will you trust an independent candidate? You trust, like in India, when I talk to older people who do not have that much of knowledge, do not have that much of literacy, they do not recognize the members. They recognize party. कमल के फूल को वोट देना है, यानी हाथ के पंजे को वोट. They talk about the party symbol. So this one was not correct. So 3 हटा दो, ये भी हटा दो, ये भी हटा दो. B is the correct option. Get it? So I guess this is clear. Yes, B. Next is, read the following case and choose the correct option. In a country with multiple active political parties, an election is held. No single party secures a majority of seats to form the government on its own. No what? Single party. Consequently, 3 parties join hands to form a government. Which is the form of government called and what kind of party system is likely present? Answers. Ma'am, which is your personal favorite company for sample paper? Please tell ma'am, I have to buy. Beta, for sample paper, right? What can I suggest? Go for Arihant. Go for it. We are going to launch a series of sample paper, although you can be connected to us for that. To all the students out here, hit the like button right now for the session. Subscribe the channel. Stay connected to us. We are going to bring some crazy things out there for your class 10 preparation. I'm getting your answers as C. So by dekho, when 2 or more than 2 parties come together to form the government, तो government will be coalition government. तो where is coalition government? इधर है और इधर है. राइट. द पार्टी, भाई 2 से ज्यादा पार्टी है तो 2 पार्टी तो नहीं है. इट्स मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम एंड सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ऑल दोज हु हैव गिवन सी, वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. But before moving to the next question, I will talk about the last chapter, and I don't think we have more questions, 1 or 2 remaining for the day. And the last chapter is outcomes of democracy. Before moving to the chapter, I just want to get a view of my students out here. Do you face any problem in that in this chapter? Yeah. Take the screenshot. Yes. Option C is correct. Yes, Urmil. So, yes, by talking about the chapter's outcomes of democracy, quite different from the definition of democracy what you were studying till class 10. So up till now, class 10th students, democracy for you was what? Demo plus Cratia. That means government formed by the people. But this is the high time we need to evaluate, we need to analyze democracy. Okay, so in class 10 we will analyze it. Okay, so Vidhi, are you going? So talking about outcomes of democracy, the easiest chapter. In the starting, it tells us how do we assess democracy's outcome. So by in the countries around the globe, we can see that majority of the country are democratic nations. Why? Because it is better form of government. How it is better form of government? Because whenever we compare with dictatorship or any other alternative, we choose what? We choose democracy. Because it provides equality among the citizens. It provides what? It provides basically equality among the citizens, right? It enhances the, by jitni dignity democracy mein mil rahi hai, North Korea mein no one is going to have that. Yes, India is the largest democratic country. So we have equality, we have dignity, we have fundamental rights, we have individuality. We have seen that all the major decisions of the nations are taken collectively by the people of India, because government is basically representative, right? Representative, yes. So government of India is accountable, responsive and legitimate. A 5-mark question. Accountable kaise hai? Because it is formed by the people, right? All the decisions are taken about long negotiations, discussions. It takes times, but they are more effective, right? If we talk about responsive government, or if we talk about legitimate government, it is people's own government. So हमारी government है जैसी है, टेढ़ा है पर मेरा है type system is going on. We find that sometimes it takes times, sometimes it is not good in sharing information to us, right? Right to information came in 2005 after so many years of independence. Still it is not effective in a way it should be. So we have certain points in mind. Then we talk about economic development. If we analyze, pay attention, this topic is very important. Up till now, what is in your mind? So up till now, something is in your mind that by democracy अच्छी है, तो democracy में economy भी अच्छी होगी, right? If democracy is a good government, economic growth will be there. But democracy provides you social and political equality. B.R. Ambedkar said this. Democracy will provide you social and political equality, but not economic equality. It cannot provide you. It cannot give equal money to everyone in the country. So, hence we have analyzed that by the analysis of 1995 to 2000, even dictatorship is slightly better than democracy in providing economic growth. A chart is given in your NCERT book which clearly shows you that. But on this basis, will we be able to reject democracy? No. Why? Because it provides us what? Social and political what? Equality. And the difference of economic growth between dictatorship and democracy is quite negligible. We can neglect it. Get it clear? Clear मेरे बच्चों? So economic growth and development is done, and then we have how it promotes dignity. Then it talks about accommodation and social diversity. We know that we have done so much to avoid the social differences, giving SC, ST and OBC reservation, 1/3 seats to women's, and many more such things. Then reduction of inequality and poverty. These are the important topics from the chapter Outcomes of Democracy. Hope you guys will have a reading, because what I want is this chapter is to be read once and write it in your words. Just focus on the keywords of this chapter. Okay. Next question in the list is, two statements are given below as assertion and reason. Read the statement and choose the most appropriate option. Assertion: in a democracy, it becomes easier for women to wage a struggle against what is now legally and morally unacceptable. Right? Okay. नहीं, मैंने ये नहीं बोला इक्वालिटी है, पूरी इक्वालिटी तो कहीं नहीं हो सकती बेटा। रिजर्वेशन का होना, द स्टार्टिंग वाज समथिंग डिफरेंट, राइट नाउ बहुत अलग सिचुएशन है। देखिए रिजर्वेशन इज अ डिफरेंट टॉपिक, reservation is a different topic. I just understand your concern. Even somewhere I have also faced it. Everyone in the country have faced it. We'll not talk about this topic right now. We'll talk about this reason. The principle of individual freedom and dignity has legal and moral force in a democracy, which not may be the case in non-democratic setup. So read this question, answer it. Read this question right now. Waiting for your responses, guys. D बताया है गरिमा ने, D बताया है गरिमा ने, that A is false. बेटा, in democracy, if we compare it with dictatorship, right, the chapter itself is what doing just comparison between democracy and other form of government. So if you compare with it, right, it is actually factually correct. Like we know that in India, in democratic system, we have a long years of struggle, social equality and political equality struggle by women. So it become easier for women, particularly in democracy, to wage war. So this is correct. Like there are certain things which are not legally acceptable, like triple talaq. पहले नहीं था ना ban, but then women fought for it and got it done. So don't you think that in democracy it can be done? It can be done. If we talk about this is very much correct. Both A and B are correct and R is the correct explanation. To all those who have given me the answer A, very good. Yes, very good. अच्छा ठीक है, किसी ने आंसर चेंज किया है I guess. So A is the correct option to this. We have one more question. Which of the following statements are true regarding the recent efforts to reform political parties in India? Statement correct regarding recent efforts to reform political parties in India. Pay this attention to this line, okay? First, anti-defection law was passed to prevent elected MLAs and MPs from changing political parties. Is it a reform done? Second, Supreme Court made it compulsory for the candidate to file an affidavit detailing their property and criminal cases. Third, Election Commission ordered parties to hold organization elections and file income tax return. Fourth, a law has now been passed that makes state funding of elections compulsory for all the parties. Choose the correct option and you have the question in front of your screen. I want your answers. You have option as 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 4 or D, that's all of these. So what do you guys think is the correct answer to this question? Now the question is regarding the political parties. What do you think? It's 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 4 or all of these? क्या लगता है बताओ? Waiting for your responses. Think about it. Think about it. आज ही पढ़ा है. We just read it. Anyone? No responses are coming. Are you guys giving me the answer A for this question or this one is for previous one? What do you think? Aniruddha Kesharwani, hi beta, you're late in the class, but no issues. You rewatch it, okay? And your civics will be completed after that. So the question talks about the reforms, recent efforts. Beta, first wala is very much correct, second wala is very much correct, third wala is also correct, fourth is not correct. So we have 1, 2, 3. That means B as the correct option, not A. Okay. So B is the correct option to this question. We have more questions. And the question is this cartoon. Finally, I have added the picture, which I forget in the last one, right? आपके स्टूडेंट्स हैं मिस, मेरे आए तो क्या गिफ्ट देंगे? ओके, पुनीत सैनी का क्वेश्चन है 100 में से 100 आ गए तो क्या गिफ्ट देंगे? क्या चाहिए बताओ? व्हाट डू यू वांट? अच्छा, ऐसा कुछ मांगना जो मैं अफोर्ड कर पाऊँ। 1, 2 and 3 बेटा ITR के लिए भी तो हो गया है ना। ITR you need to file, that's written in NCERT. 1, 2 and 3 was correct to this question. Okay, so cartoon illustrates a common outcome of economic growth in many democracies. What does it signify? तो यहाँ पर लिखा है rich, then यहाँ है middle income group, ठीक है, then here it is poor. एक person है rich जो स्पिनच खाता है लेकिन ऊपर से ही मोटा हो रहा है। ओके, सो ऑप्शंस आर ए, इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ बेनिफिट्स ऑल सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी इक्वली। बी, इन अ डेमोक्रेसी इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ लीड्स टू रिडक्शन ऑफ poverty. C, the gains of economic growth are often disproportionately enjoyed by a small number of ultra rich individuals. Or it's D, poor people are becoming physically strong. 17 Pro Max. अच्छा, आईफोन मेरे पास नहीं है, आईफोन मेरे पास भी नहीं है आईफोन। ठीक है, लेके आओ 100 on 100, then we will talk about it. आईफोन ले लेना। Okay, so you guys are telling me the answer. Which answer to this question? जल्दी बताओ। भाई B, what are you thinking while giving the answer B? I don't understand this. Ritika, what are you thinking? भाई clearly it indicates that देखो economic growth benefits all section of society. नहीं, whenever there is economic growth in the nation, only ultra rich people are enjoying it. Democracy में equal growth lead to reduction of poverty. वो मैं समझ गई, बट इज इट दिस स्टेटमेंट हैज एनी रिलेशन टू दिस पिक्चर? नो रिलेशन टू दिस पिक्चर. द गेन्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ आर ऑफन डिसप्रपोर्शनेटली. भाई क्लियर proportion, where is the proportion of income more is with the rich people by a small number. Ultra rich are small number. Everyone is not Ambani Adani out here, right? मैम के साथ तो आज मोमेंट हो गया, आज भाई यस, आई एम ऑल्सो नॉट हैविंग, आई एम ऑल्सो हैविंग 1+. सो पुअर पीपल आर बिकमिंग दिस. सो यस बेटा, सी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन टू दिस क्वेश्चन. नाउ आई थिंक दैट योर एनर्जी इज लो and you are done with the class, because I am also done with the class. So what we have done today was complete complete civics. History is already done. Geography in 2 parts already done. I'm repeating it again, so that who have lost that particular class, left that particular class, can go and re-watch it. And the next will be complete economics, and I hope that's on Monday. For all the informations, for notifications, do one thing. We have a WhatsApp channel and all the PDFs are uploaded there. All the notification regarding our live comes there. You guys can be there in the WhatsApp channel, so that whenever the message comes, you can have it. Ma'am, I am having iPhone 11. Okay, Kavita, great, glad. कुछ तो है यहाँ, तो वो भी नहीं है. Okay, by the way, intentionally I'm not taking it. Hello Rohit, hello, you're quite late in the class, but no issues. So guys, any doubts from today's session or from civics, you can, I'm giving you just 2 minutes, you can ask. Otherwise we will just end the class for today. Just let me know how was the class. Did you guys understood everything? Was mind maps helpful for you? Did you enjoy the class? Will you come again in my next class? And are you going to join the class of other teachers also? Wonderful class. Thank you Puneet, thank you for that wonderful words. I just want to know from everyone out here that shall we end the class? C is correct. C is correct for what? हाँ ठीक है, last वाला question. Okay Ritika. कौन सा C is correct for what? You're telling for what? हाँ, this na, I just said. Okay, fine. Chalo, so we will meet in the next class. Up till then, take care. Study harder. Stay concentrated. Do not get distracted. यूज लेस फोन, शॉर्ट्स कम चलाओ, रील्स कम चलाओ, वन शॉट्स देखो, SST पूरा मुझसे पढ़ो. Okay, so we'll meet in the next class. Up till then, enjoy the newest week of the year. Bye bye students.